Good morning, everybody. So glad to have you all back. Today is Tuesday, April 20th. We are on day 13 of our Module 4 in Wit and Wisdom. And our essential question, our big question for all of Module 4 is, how does food nourish us? And then our medium-sized question, our focusing question for the text Stone Soup and Bone Button Borscht are, how can food nourish a community? And then today's content framing question, the small question that changes every day with the lesson, is, hold on one second. So today's small question is, how does looking at the illustrations and the words reveal to us? So what does looking at the illustrations and the words reveal to us? And our learning goals for today, we're going to describe how illustrations contribute to understanding characters and setting. And we're going to work on writing an opinion statement today. So I hope you got the I Oreo written in your journal yesterday, because you're going to need it. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and share my screen with you, and we can get this party started. It's a short party. It's like a 6-minute party. All right, here we go.
Welcome back, incredible thinkers. I'm Sue Sabella, your Great Minds teacher. Let's see what we need for today. Today, you'll need your journal and a pencil. So please pause here to gather what you need and just hit play when you're ready to continue. How do I form an opinion statement? That's a great question. It's also important to think about why it's so important to reread and to gather evidence before you form an opinion. With all your new knowledge about forming opinion statements, you're now ready to collect evidence for focusing question task 2. As you work on assessment 13A, focusing question task 2, you'll be working to answer this question: who benefits the most from making the soup in Bone Button Borscht? The word benefit means to gain something positive or good. So who is gaining something good from making the soup in Bone Button Borscht? This question is in our task prompt. Let's read the prompt together. Ready? Here we go. Who benefited the most from making the soup in Bone Button Borscht? Write an opinion paragraph. Support your response using evidence from the following source: Bone Button Borscht, Aubrey Davis. Now let's take a look at the checklist for success. Be sure to include all of the following in your response: introduction, opinion statement, 1 reason for your opinion, 2 pieces of evidence, opinion conclusion. Please read over the checklist for success, and as you read each part of the opinion paragraph, underline that part with your finger on the screen. Pause here to do that now, and just hit play when you're ready to continue. Before we form an opinion, we know that it's very important to look at all the evidence. Let's take a look at our question again. Who benefits the most from making the soup in Bone Button Borscht? Let's first take a look at the townspeople and how they may have benefited from making the soup. Ready? Here we go. As we read the story, we learned that the townspeople were able to leave their houses to watch the beggar. They were no longer in their houses all alone. That was the benefit. That was something positive that happened to the townspeople. Let's continue to gather evidence of the benefits for the townspeople. As we continue to read, we also learned that the townspeople ate and laughed. And they sang and played music. Now let's think about how the beggar benefited from making the soup in bone button borscht. The beggar got to eat. He also had a place to stay out of the cold weather. And he also ended up with new buttons. Now that you have evidence on how the townspeople benefit from making the soup and how the beggar benefited from making the soup, I'd like to invite you to silently do some thinking. Which group or person benefited more from making the soup? Pause here to think, and you can also chat about it with a learning partner. As you think and as you chat, feel free to use this sentence frame for support. Pause here to think and to chat and to practice stating your opinion out loud. Just hit play when you're ready to wrap up today's lesson. The townspeople benefited because they were able to share and help each other. The beggar also benefited because he was able to make his wish come true for helping the townspeople. I wish I could have heard your thinking or your chat with your learning partner. I look forward to learning more about opinion paragraphs with you as we continue to explore them together. I'll see you again soon, my friends.
Okay, short lesson. Okay, so we are going to open up our journal to page 181. Remember yesterday on page 181, we wrote the I Oreo. Okay, today we're going to write our opinion statement beginning, okay? So this is our opinion statement, the I think blank, okay? So you're going to choose either the townsfolk or the beggar. Which one do you think benefits the most? And you need to use this statement that's on the bottom of the page. I think blank benefits the most because. So you're going to tell me, like, I think the townspeople benefit the most because. Or I think the beggar benefits the most because. And really take a look at the evidence that we have in this chart, okay? So if I were to do mine, I'm going to say, I think the beggar, that one's out of ink. So I'm going to say, I think the beggar benefits the most because he gets his wish. Okay, so then this is my opinion statement. All right, so you are going to do this on your page 181. You're going to use this sentence prompt on the bottom of the screen, and you're going to tell me who you thought benefited the most. In your opinion, is it the townspeople or the beggar? And you're going to tell me because why you think that. Okay. All right. And so then that's all that we have to do for today is to write the opinion statement in the I Oreo. And then tomorrow we will work more on writing the rest of the paragraph. So you are going to take a picture of this again, page 181, and upload it into the assignment so that I see your opinion statement. Okay? All right, so that's a super short lesson. I'll see you guys later. Bye.